up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you yet another episode of CMV, and live we are for Octane. Of course, just a couple of days away, my friends, from Absolution. This Sunday, our very first stop on the road to Ascendance 11. And what a show it is going to be. You cannot miss it. Be there, or you will be squared. Who wants to be squared, man? But we have got a great night of action to look forward to here on Octane, and we are getting things started in a major way as Intercontinental Champion Fidel De La Rosa still in possession of his championship, thwarting Lipnick's plans to try and steal the title on Shockwave last week. Fidel De La Rosa telling John Lipnick, if you want the championship so bad, all you got to do is step up to the plate, baby. I'll take on any and all challenges. You ain't got to try to steal it. Although this isn't a championship matchup, this could be looked at for many as one of the bigger challenges of De La Rosa's career. Maybe an opportunity to finally prove he deserves to be elevated into the upper echelon here in CMV if he could defeat someone the caliber of John Lipnick, who evidently himself has plans to become champion once again and wants that Intercontinental Championship in the possession of De La Rosa. We saw Lipnick a few weeks ago declare war on essentially all of CMV. Last season he declared war on CMV's history. Now it's the present that he wants. And John Lipnick currently looking to begin his crusade by taking out Fidel De La Rosa. Well, what a show indeed here tonight, my friends. Our main event, of course, finally, Wolf Britt one-on-one. The winner gains the advantage for their team in War Games this Sunday at Absolution. The first time Wolf and Britt are going to go one-on-one since Ascendance 6. Before they, of course, lead their respective teams into battle this Sunday, the very first ever time that War Games is coming to CMV. Well, let's not forget, besides the men and the women stepping into War Games, we've got Richard Jelani versus Bison for the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship, along with a whole lot more, man. What a card all around. Not to mention the King of the Hill match, which will propel one superstar to the main event of Ascendance 11. 6 men gonna face off. We, of course, know who they will be. Paul Devine, Peligro, Mr. Green, Hunter Quinn, the Bloody Brit, and Jay Young. John Lipnick attempting to play mind games with Fidel De La Rosa by stealing his championship during that matchup with Shea Hoxton last week. Although the championship is not on the line here, look at this. De La Rosa comes out swinging. Big moment for the Intercontinental Champion. DDT taking Lipnick out. Can you imagine if he's able to put him away that early? Almost does. Count of 2. Let's not forget, John Lipnick only been defeated a handful of times throughout his CMV career, coming up on just about 2 years here in CMV. Former Undisputed Heavyweight Champion has only been defeated, I believe, 5 times in singles competition. It's only been pinned 5 times. That's how dangerous John Lipnick is. And now with Fidel De La Rosa firmly in Lipnick's sights, can the Intercontinental Champion escape? Still champion, and perhaps end Lipnick's war on CMV before it even really begins. Oh, nice reverse DDT there by the champion. Really testing that vintage dashing memory here. Well, we know for a fact that Johnny Cloudcutter has defeated John Lipnick. In fact, not once but twice. We know that Ace Reeves more recently defeated John Lipnick in the Deadly Games tournament. And we know that Kwame Bullitt has also defeated John Lipnick. So maybe he's actually only been defeated 4 times. Twice by Johnny Cloudcutter, once by Kwame Bullet, and once by Ace Reese. I feel like I'm forgetting one, though, and that's just that vintage dashing memory. But Fidel De La Rosa might become another here tonight as he goes into the pin. A 2 count only, though, for Lipnick. Stomp to the face. Now going to line up his shot off the ropes, knee to the side of the head into a Hangman's neck breaker, which has the Intercontinental Champion reeling. Tosses him overhead, rushing into the cover. Lipnick not fixing to let Fidel De La Rosa get away from him. Another close 2 count. Also here tonight, my friends, we've got Isabella Almas, Ashley Rain one-on-one. Momentum at stake there, as of course both women head into the War Games match between the Arsenal of Justice and Team Ellie Quinn / Team Ashley Rain, depending on who you ask. We've also got non-title action a little bit later on as the Psycho Imperium gonna take on Click, guys. That should be a great matchup. Xander Slate fully focus on the task at hand here tonight is the question, with that last man standing match coming up this Sunday at Absolution against Shay Hoxton. The legend still bless for the resub. Look at this. Oh, a visit to the dentist. John Lipnick, I don't think, has the greatest dental plan. At least it doesn't look like it. Fidel trying to help him out as now he spikes him with that Hurricane Rana. Pops him up. We know how dangerous Fidel can be. Super kick, especially when it comes to that submission game of his. Look, doesn't even waste any time. Taking Lipnick down. Will Fidel De La Rosa join the short list of men who have been able to defeat John Lipnick one-on-one? He's got the modified crossface locked in, but Lipnick able to find a way out. Knee to the back of the head and a punch to bridge the nose. There's that jumping elbow of his. As quickly De La Rosa tries to get back into the fight. Lipnick right there on top of him, though. Irish whip into the corner. Slow approach by Lipnick. Tweet here, guys, from Hunter Quinn says, I have dealt with Click before in the past. I know what makes those men tick. Oh, busted open is the Intercontinental Champion, guys. That could do it right there. 1, 2, 3, and it does! Fidel De La Rosa pinned by John Lipnick. Just like that. But guys, I don't think Lipnick is finished. Grabbing a steel chair now, hang on. Lipnick declaring war on CMV. Will the war have its first victim here tonight? Wait a minute, the Earl! The Earl! What the hell? The Earl rushing in. Wait a goddamn second, Earl fixing to pick a fight with John Lipnick, saving Fidel De La Rosa. Now, from what I know about the Earl, he's not exactly very friendly with too many men in that locker room. Does the Earl have an ulterior motive here, as he just saved Fidel De La Rosa from perhaps being put down permanently by John Lipnick? Gods bless Hoxton, you absolute legend. But coming up next, guys, we've got some one-on-one action as Bludgeon of Desolation prepares to go mano-a-mano with the Ozakai of Ozakai and Tai, and I can only hope that the ring has been reinforced, because there's going to be nearly a ton in that ring. The over 300-pound Bludgeon against the over 500-pound Ozakai clear the way. And since Desolation's return, guys, last month they have been unstoppable in the tag team division, and they have made it their mission, it would appear, as of late, to annihilate Ozakai and Tai, handing them loss after loss after loss. Whether it be in tag team action or recently, we saw Bludgeon knock off Tai Makata. This is actually Trauma in action here. I think I said Bludgeon. Trauma is the one taking on Ozakai here. Well, they're leaving the hammers on the ramp. They're not actually, hopefully anyway, going to use them in this matchup. The former Fusion Tag Team Champions returning to CMV after 5 years. And they have certainly wasted not a moment reclaiming their spot at the top of the tag team division. Although Tai Makata didn't stand much of a chance going up against Bludgeon. Oh, I don't know where Tai Makata is. Maybe Tai Makata with a bit of PTSD, not wanting to come down to ringside for this matchup, but Ozakai certainly is going to be backing down, like I said. Yeah. Meat. About to slap meat. This is a hoss fight if there ever was one. Nearly a ton of weight in that ring. And of course, Ozakai haunted by the past, with Oda marking his arrival to CMV a couple weeks ago by calling out Ozakai. The two of them have a long, long history. In fact, it was Oda who retired the Ozakai from Sumo, and now he's come to CMV, but Ozakai saying, this is my territory. But here tonight, he doesn't have to worry about Oda. He's got to worry about trauma. And he might have some severe trauma by the time this match is over. But look at that. Hot start by the former international champion, knocking Trauma down to the outside. Steps right back in. Ozakai trying to jump right on top of him. What's up, Machine Gun Bubblegum? Welcome to the stream. First time I believe I've ever seen you. In fact, I know it is because Twitch is telling me first time chatter. Oh, senton into a massive senton. Trauma getting right back up, though. As we've seen many, many, many times, just about nothing can stop Desolation. And even after 5-6 years away from CMV, it seems like they've only become more dominant. Able to somehow get the 500-plus pounder up off his chest. Pushed down as we see Bludgeon watching from ringside, but Tai Makata nowhere to be seen. Unless maybe he's using, I don't know, some sort of invisibility potion. It's possible. We've seen stranger things here in CMV. Hey, I would want to be invisible to hide from Desolation as well. Keep me away from it. In fact, being over here behind the announce table is even too close for me. These guys scare the living hell out of me. I respect any team willing to step up to Desolation. I mean, maybe if it was a Royal Rumble match, I'd be able to hold my own, because for those who don't know, I did last longest in the Royal Rumble match a couple years ago. It's kind of like a little fun fact. You might not know about it, but knee to the lower back there by Trauma. To be sure that Oda is watching. Gonna try to use that weight of his. Once again, sitting on the sternum of Trauma. Look at the power. Hiding. I even got an elimination, all right? Check the replays, fam. All right? I don't ever recall Bloody Britt lasting longest in a Royal Rumble match, all right? I don't ever recall Hunter Quinn lasting longest in a Royal Rumble match, but well, it looks like Ozakai might not last much longer here. From the corner, spear by Trauma. Surprisingly, bounce right off Ozakai's belly. Into the pin, though. Unable to stay in the fight. To the outside, Ozakai attempts to escape and catch his breath, but easier said than done. Grabbing him by the beard. Big blow to the gut. Gonna absorb his hand. Trauma's got to be careful. Punch to the back of the head. Look, I don't want to make an enemy of the Bloody Bird, all right? I'm on his side. I'm Team Bloody Britt going into War Games. Busted open is the Ozakai. Bludgeon keeping his distance, but again, where is Tai Makata, who was supposed to be out here in support of Ozakai? Kind of getting a bit worried about the guy right now. Perhaps Desolation taking him out beforehand so that he's not a factor here. Ozakai all by himself. Gonna try to crack open Ozakai's head. Look, just because I might have put money on KYH doesn't mean that I don't support Team Bloody Britt. Sure, I put $500,000 down on KYH for War Games. That doesn't mean anything, though. Hoisted up is Trauma. Oh my God, test of strength there. And Ozakai overcoming Trauma. Pushing him back in a swinging knee right to the side of the head. Well, it's all Ozakai right now. Oh, Yokosuka cutter into the pin. 1, 2. The Earl may or may not have lended me the money. That's neither here nor there, though. To the outside. Kick to the midsection. Ozakai setting up. Oh, powerbomb. Down onto the floor. And now just throws him off to the side as if he's not 300 plus pounds. Look at that, Trauma just using his own body like a brick wall. Up to a count of 5 here. Ozakai dropping Trauma on his head. Even without Tamakata, Ozakai holding his own. He's certainly been fueled by the return of Oda. Wants to send a message to his rival, his arch nemesis, who again is surely watching this match. Another blow to the gut. That'll suck the air right up out of you. Have you gasping like a fish out of water. Up to a count of 10 now, having until 20 to get back into the ring, but not going to waste any more time. Ozakai moves so slowly, though, allows Trauma to get up first. Big boots! Ozakai reeling. Knee. Let's not forget, Ozakai bleeding as well. Blood trickling down his face from that gash across his forehead. Not too sure what Trauma was doing right there. Hook to the jaw, though. Ozakai gonna flatten Trauma. Grabs the leg, sitting on his face. 1, 2. Why can't he come and sit on my face? Unbelievable. Not able to. What the fuck? Ozakai with a cannonball. Oh, but now look at this. Bludgeon at ringside. Getting involved. But Ozakai with another belly-to-belly slam. 1, 2, 3. Ozakai! Ozakai has done it! Ozakai has done it! Despite the interference there at the end, the Ozakai overcoming the odds, proving that Desolation isn't indestructible. They can be beaten. No pun intended, a fat dub for the Ozakai here tonight. But the question still remains, where was Tai Makata, guys? Why wasn't he out here supporting his tag team partner? Well, we have still got plenty of action to look forward to here on Octane, episode 44, my friends, ahead of this Sunday's Absolution. You can't miss it! Our first stop on the road to Ascendance 11 War Games comes to CMV and much, much more. But indeed, up next, it is no holds barred, the rubber match between Morgan and Joseph Santos. These two, since the start of the new season, guys, week after week, have just been at each other's throats. Brawls having to be forced apart by security, by superstars in the back trying to kill each other. And well, we saw what happened a couple weeks ago after Joseph Santos got his win back from Morgan. Afterwards, snapping though, taking out a ladder, ramming it into Morgan's face, then slamming him down on top of it. And finally, Madison Wright saying, all right, the rubber match going to be no holds barred, giving these two what they've been wanting for weeks now. Nothing, nobody can stop them from tearing each other apart here tonight. We've still got Isabella Almas, Ashley Raid one-on-one a bit later on. We've got that non-title matchup between the Psycho Imperium and Click. And our huge main event, Josh Wolf, Chris Andrews one-on-one. Who's going to earn their team the advantage going into War Games this Sunday? The deadly Morgan. Just about marking 1 year here in CMV. Arrived on the scene tormenting Adam Valentine, ended his career at Ascendance 10 in that I Quit match. And ever since, Morgan has only been defeated a handful of times. Damn near impenetrable is Morgan. But Joseph Santos proved it done a couple of weeks ago. And he proved that he ain't about to tuck tail running high for Morgan. He's stepping up to the plate here tonight. No holds barred. That means anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications. This match cannot be stopped until we have a definitive victor. That's by pin or submission in the ring. Joseph Santos certainly showing a new, more aggressive side to himself. Since the start of the new season, Morgan has brought it out of him. Santos saying he's tired of being bullied, pushed aside, ran over. Just because people take a look at him and think, oh, there's the fun-loving Santos. We don't have to take him seriously. He's a joke. He's something to laugh at. But Santos saying, no, not anymore. The trials and tribulations he's been through the past couple of years, no longer is Santos willing to be seen as a joke. And this win against Morgan here tonight going to go a long way in putting him back on top. So here we go, the rubber match. No holds barred. Morgan, Joseph Santos. The referee going to ring that bell, baby. Let's go. Morgan comes out swinging with a clothesline that could damn near decapitate any normal man. Tries to go for that falling headbutt of his. Santos able to roll out of the way. Basement drop kick, knocking Morgan back. Punch to the midsection. Former Anarchy champion. Going to try to maybe go for a power slam. Able to slip free as Santos. Shot to the back of the knee, and now a drop kick to the rear end. Off the ropes he goes. Wheelbarrow Bulldog. And Rato rolling right now from behind. Santos well scouted, man. Ready for anything. DDT with the kip up. And Morgan with a quick kick to the side of the head. Dangerous even when he's on his back. As am I. Now Santos going to go to the corner using that luchador background of his. Launching Morgan across the ring. Big chop across the chest. Going to light up that pale chest of Morgan. Could use a bit of a tan. Santos willing to help him out here. A couple of elbows to the midsection, and now a falling dropkick. Morgan just cannot keep up with the Santos at the start of this matchup. And now look at this. A little bit of a standoff there for a moment. Again, no countouts here. No disqualifications, but it isn't falls count anyway. You can only win by pin or submission in the ring as Morgan with a power bomb into the LED post and then down onto the floor. Good job, and as he tries to go for maybe a last call or a scoop slam, Santos counters into a DDT, and the hard head of Morgan getting trapped right there. Hangman's neckbreaker by El Rato, the former global champion. Big chop, kicks in the midsection, knee to the chest, tries to go for a head kick, misses the first time, makes up for it though. Getting pretty close to the announce table here. And Santos with a snapmare sets up that rolling neck snap. Again, these two can stay out here as long as they like. If they want to win this match, Santos knows it's got to be by pin or submission in the ring. Got to take his time getting back into the squared circle. As Morgan slowly begins to stir. Santos, wait a second. Going for his patented sit-out crucifix powerbomb into the pin. 1, 2. Not enough to keep down Morgan, but Santos out of it. Florida flatliner! Hooks the leg! 1, 2! But it doesn't keep Morgan down, and the look on Santos' face says it all. Absolute shock, but stays on the attack, knows he can't play around for too long, especially with someone like Morgan. Here's why. Back to his feet. Goes low, maybe looking for that spy buster. Santos keeps him at bay with some punches between the eyes. Snapmare. Another rolling neck snap. Santos has certainly found his primary target, the neck of Morgan, getting worked in this matchup to the top rope. Could he be looking for the frog splash? Oh, a senton. Into the pin, though. 1, 2, 3. Wait a minute. Santos has defeated Morgan here tonight on Octane, and dare I say, dominant fashion. I mean, Morgan just could not keep up with Santos from bell to bell. This new aggressive side of El Rato, not playing around. I dare you to laugh at Joseph Santos anymore. After a win like that against someone like Morgan, Joseph Santos, no joke. Well, how about this matchup we've got coming up next, my friends, here on Octane episode 44. George King and Richard Delaney, 1-on-1. You want to talk about two hogs clashing. That's exactly what we are about to see right here as Delaney continues towards Absolution this Sunday, guys, where he will challenge Bison for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, but he's probably still having a bit of a headache after what transpired earlier this week on Shockwave after a loss to Cameron Cray. In and of itself, shocking. Bison attacking Santos with the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, or I should say Delaney, with the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, laying him out and stepping on his chest as he hoisted up that Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship of his. Delaney with one last opportunity to bounce back, to get momentum back on his side before Absolution this Sunday. But it's going to be no easy task as he takes on George King, who himself is set to go one-on-one with Troy Colt this Sunday at Absolution. You saw the two share an intense stare down a couple weeks ago. King accepting Colt's challenge to a matchup after Colt's loss to Bison. Says a lot that after getting ran through by Bison, you could still get up on your feet. Props to Troy Colt even for that, to be able to look George King in the eyes. But I'm sure Colt, Bison watching this match. That's Richard Delaney looking as confident as ever. You know, during an interview after that matchup on Shockwave, after Bison attacked him, Delaney saying, you know, he hears the cheers, the support from the CMV universe, but you know what he thinks about it? Nothing. He spits on it. He doesn't give a damn about the CMV universe. The only thing he cares about is proving that he can beat Bison one-on-one on becoming the Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Now let's not look past this matchup here. A humdinger on our hands. George King, Richard Delaney. Of course, George King got to be looking at this like a big opportunity for himself, but runs right into the arms of Delaney, who takes him out with a German suplex, trying to put this match away nice and early. No such luck for the Juggernaut, but going to keep the pressure on. I was going to say, George King got to be looking at this like a huge opportunity to get knock off the #1 contender, like Cameron Cray did earlier this week on Shockwave. And now George King firing back, tries to go for a deadlift German. Delaney able to slip through his legs, belly to belly, going to send him overhead. They're just firing off, man. Like two semi-trucks colliding head-on. Snake eyes for George King. Takes him off his feet as now Delaney gonna pick him up, toss him off to the side like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Slowly picking him up, double axe handle. Forcing King to retreat into the corner. Delaney, though, going to stay on top of him like peanut butter on jelly, not letting the boy get very far. Kick to the midsection. Swinging him around into the pin. Heavy impact there. Only a 2 count, though, for the #1 contender. And a tweet here, guys, from Bloody Justice. Mr. Money in the Bank says, Bison or the quote-unquote Island Snatcher, Richard Delaney, who will win and who will be the one to enter the web of mine? Good luck to both ends. The Bloody Justice making it well known he's going to be watching that Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship match this Sunday. Perhaps it'll be his time to finally pull the trigger, cash in. Delaney going to the top rope. Hook to the jaw, going to catch him. Still comes off the top. Clobbering blow to the top of the head. That'll ring your bell. Scoop slam countered. Reverse DDT by King. Tries to go for a stomp. Delaney already back to his feet. Thrown back down with an STO. Nothing working, though, for George King here. Uh-oh. Vintage King gut wrench powerbomb. Followed up by an elbow across the chest. Not going to stop there. George King not going to let the opening get away from him. Royal flush into the pin. 1, 2. So close. You can see the aggravation. What a huge win that would have been for King, and he knows it. Delaney stays in the fight, but for how much longer after a hit like that? Delaney really can't afford another loss before meeting Bison head-on this Sunday with CMV's crown jewel on the line. Bison obvious. Oh! 110 street slam! Hops over into the cover. 1, 2, 3! Wow! And just like that, Richard Delaney, out of nowhere, lays out King with a thunderous 110 street slam. Look at that. Nearly put him through the canvas. Mere moments after King almost had the match won. And Delaney sent a message to Bison right there. The message saying, I'm coming for you. Well, it is our tertiary main event coming up next here on Octane episode 44. My friends, of course, still to come. We've got the Psycho Imperium versus Click in an on-title matchup. And, of course, our main event going to see Wolf, Britt, one-on-one. The winner gives their team the advantage in War Games this Sunday at Absolution. But first, Isabella Alma. Speaking of War Games, we know the women of CMV will also be stepping onto the battlefield this Sunday at Absolution. The Arsenal of Justice and Precious Pratt taking on Team Ellie Quinn, Team Ashley Rain. It depends on who you ask, but the team of Women's World Champion Ellie Quinn, Ashley Rain, RBW, and Maggie Shaw. So momentum is at stake here as Almost prepares to go one-on-one with Rain, and of course, Amar Ray Rivers always in the corner of his love. It is an event you cannot miss This Sunday, my friends, our first stop on the road to Ascendance 11. Absolution live from Madison Square Garden, baby. New York City, baby. War Games comes to CMV for the first time ever, along with a whole lot more. Of course, we heard Tailcoat Val say her plans back at Deadly Games soiled by Ellie Quinn deciding to take advantage of the moment, cashing in Magnificent 8, beating that woman right there, Ashley Rain, to become Women's World Champion. Val saying she will not rest unless Ellie Quinn and Ashley Rain, along with the rest of the team, can prove that they can work together. They can coexist in War Games this Sunday, can push back the Arsenal Justice. Then Val says she'll give Rain all the room she wants to pursue that rematch for the Women's World Championship. But Val's skeptical, to say the least, that the team will, in fact, hold together. I mean, just take the fact that nobody is out here in Rain's corner. No Ellie Quinn, no RBW, no Maggie Shaw out here to support her. You got Ashley Rain and Ellie Quinn both saying they're team captain. And Val was quick to point out the history that Rain and RBW have. But Rain gonna stay focused on the task at hand here. Comes out swinging with a clothesline to take almost off her feet. Quickly follows up with a kick to the gut. Another kick to the gut. And now the three-time Women's World Champion with a reverse STO. Pops over into the pin. One count is all she's gonna get. Follows it up with that senton, making Amare Rivers cringe, man. Having to watch as the love of his life gets hurt like that right before his very eyes. Springboard turned into a reverse DDT. Shot to the gut. A couple more times, gonna keep Rain at bay. Throws her overhead and a kip up. The former women's hardcore champion. In front control now as she goes to the top with Rain, trying to shake it off at ringside, maybe luring her in, playing a bit of possum. Of course, Isabella almost desperate to prove herself to Tailcoat Val after failing to capture the Women's Hardcore Championship back at Deadly Games. Tailcoat Val telling Isabella almost, prove to me that you are a worthy asset, not a waste of my time. And that's what almost fixing to do here tonight, and especially this Sunday in War Games. Crosses the legs. Fisherman's Buster, dropping Rain on her head, up to a count of 7 already. Almost doesn't seem all that concerned, though. Hook to the jaw, gonna spin Rain around, picks her up. Looking for maybe that accordion stretch of hers, but Rain able to escape with a well-placed punch. All it takes, man, is one good, well-placed punch, you know? Rain now gonna use her environment. Ramming almost back first into the barricade. We're up to a count of 12 now, as Rain makes Isabella almost kiss the floor. Knife edge chop into a Hangman's neck breaker. Ashley Rain absolutely unloading on Isabella Almas. Throws her down on the floor right in front of the announce table. Look at Rain gonna send her a kiss. It's almost gonna be able to get back up. Count of 17. Saving herself with only a few seconds to spare. And now an Irish whip gonna send her off the ropes into a tour of the islands. Follows that up, going for a pin. Amare Rivers, cheeky golf clap there at ringside. Thought this match might have been over, but no such luck for Aria here tonight. Stomp to the back of the head. Oh boy, from the corner, we know what Isabella Almas is looking for here. But Rain getting to her feet, attempting to charge Isabella Almas before she can pop off with that super kick. Takes her into a snap vertical suplex. Escapes to the outside, this Almas. Rain gonna go off the ropes. Wow! Inverted Frankensteiner Hook to the leg with the quickness. And gets a 1 count. And now knocked down to the outside. That clothesline, Rain waiting for her though. Kick to the chest. Back elbow. Ashley Rain putting together a hard-hitting combination. And now a stiff kick right to the middle of the back. Once again, fighting here at ringside before they are locked inside War Games this Sunday at Absolution. A whipcord drop kick by Reagan, followed up by yet another senton. Oh man, a little bit overzealous. Almost able to. Leaping lariat didn't do her very much good as she gets thrown back into the ring. At the count of 11, the fight resumes. Within the squared circle, Rain with that sunset flip powerbomb. 1, 2. A hair away from capturing the dub, almost desperately trying to crawl into the corner here. Picks herself up, but Rain lying in wait. The last place you want to be. What the hell is Rain doing here? Trying to get almost up on the top. Both women jockeying for control. Rain with some elbows to the back of the head. Again and again. Rain with a chopper. Inverted Frankensteiner. Took a big chunk out of herself as well. 1, 2. Unbelievable. Isabella almost kicking out Rain. Not having it. T-bone suplex. Almost might have been able to kick out by the skin of her teeth, but Rain still in the driver's seat. And not letting up for even a moment. To the top she goes. Elbow. Right to the ice-cold heart of Isabella Almas. Brings her around, and in a moment, Isabella now applying the accordion rack stretch. Vintage. Dropping her face and chest first down onto the canvas, into the pin. A big win, not only for herself, but for the Arsenal of Justice going into War Games. It's going to take more than that, though. Isabella knows it. Rain to her feet, unaware of what's coming her way. Yes! 5! Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Kicks out. Does Ashley Rain almost taking a moment to look around. Not wanting to believe it, but believe it she must. This match going to continue. Oh, tries to put that springboard into the reverse DDT, but not able to get all of it. Does force Rain to retreat out onto the apron, though. Which now sets her up to take a back suplex. Hardest part of the ring. Cracking the spine of Ashley Rain. And right back into the squared circle where Almas wants her. Never discount Ashley Rain, even when it looks like she's at her lowest in a matchup, man. That's why right there. Tries to pull Almas up. Counters into a short arm clothesline, and now the standing corkscrew senton. Why not again? It worked so well the first time. Ain't broke, nope, fix it, as the old saying goes. Clothesline by Rain. And again, calf kick by the record-setting 3-time Women's World Champion. And now with Almas reeling from behind, Rain looking for the sunny side down. Almas counters, tries to a Superman forearm smash. Combination by Rain, keeping her at bay. Kick to the midsection, to the ropes. Another inverted Frankensteiner. There's that senton of hers. What a matchup here between these two. Our tertiary main event. Momentum at stake going into War Games. Rain to the top rope. Another elbow. This time Almost sees it coming though. But before she can act, another sunset flip powerbomb. 1, 2. Kicks out. That reaction, I'd say, apropos, but Reign, no beating around the bush. Looking for it again. Sunny side down. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. What a match. What a match. But Ashley Reign squeaking out the dub here tonight. Momentum for her team, for Ellie Quinn's team. Seems like that's still up for debate. Can they get on the same page before this Sunday? If not, they're not going to stand a chance against the United Arsenal of Justice. Well, coming up next, lads and gents, big-time tag team action as the Psycho Imperium prepares to take on Click. Non-title matchup, but for sure, Hunter Quinn and Josh Omega, knowing that a win against the champs here tonight could put them in line for a future shot at the gold. But if you're Hunter Quinn, your main focus is on King of the Hill this Sunday at Absolution. Hunter Quinn is qualified, and he is now just one step away from headlining Ascendance 11. It's Paul Devine, it's Peligro, it's Mr. Great, it's Hunter Quinn, it's Chris Andrews, and it's Jay Young in the King of the Hill match this Sunday. 6 men, 1 golden ticket to the main event of the show of shows. Josh Omega, unable to qualify for King of the Hill himself, unable to win that #1 contenders match a couple of weeks ago, finds himself out of the picture come this Sunday, but I'm sure he'll be supporting his tag team partner. But there is most certainly a great sight to see, baby! Xander Slate, Bob Luger side by side as the new Unified World Tag Team Champions. But most certainly, as I touched on earlier, Xander Slate will be able to fully focus on this matchup here tonight, with that last man standing match coming his way this Sunday at Absolution. He and Shay Hoxton They will not stop until one man is unable to get back up. It is going to be an absolute war. But as champions can't afford to look past opposition like the Psycho Imperium here tonight. So here we go, Tornado Tag Team matchup. Titles not on the line. But as we know, all men going to be active in the ring at the same time. No tags necessary. First team to gain pinfall or submission. Luger landing by Slate straight out the gate to Josh Omega. They're going to throw him out on the apron as Hunter Quinn takes Luger down in the corner. Slate going to come to the aid of his good brother. The bell lock applied by Slate. Broken up by Omega. Before he can even go for Luger. Caught from behind by Slate with a single knee backbreaker. To the ropes goes Omega. Beautiful disaster kick interrupted inadvertently by Hunter Quinn. He pops off some kicks to the face of the OG Dirty Heel. I'm going to go for an early pinfall attempt. What a win that would be for the Psycho Imperium. Omega able to escape the shoulders of Bob Luger with some well-placed elbows to the side of the head. And now a knee to the arm. Going to target Luger's arm before Luger can target his arm. Beat him with a punch. Beat him in his own game. But followed up by a heel kick to the back of the head. Psycho Imperium full control of the Unified World Tag Team Champions right now. Luger rolls to the outside looking worse for wear, which leaves Xander Slate to fend for himself here. Getting pounced on by Quinn and Omega. But now this fight taken to ringside. Breaking the eyes by Quinn. Long history between Hunter Quinn and Bob Luger. Oh, man, Luger dropping him with a gourd-buster down onto the floor. Many times, Quinn and Luger fighting over the Global Championship some years ago on Crossfire. Hammerlock. Side slam. Quinn in the ring waiting for someone to come and dance with him, but it looks like Click gonna have, oh man, Josh Omega right where they want him. Quinn refusing to come and help, but now Luger gonna get caught as he's trying to get back into the ring. Xander Slate trying to remain confident here, as it can be sure Shay Hoxton watching, hoping to see Slate perhaps suffer some kind of injury that he can take mental note of. Ooh, shoulder breaker to Josh Omega. And Xander Slate, it would appear, his top priority, pandering to the CM Universe in attendance. But then Omega dropping right at his feet, sit out spine buster. Shades of Hall of Famer Paul Anderson. Caught from behind by Slate. Unified World Tag Team Championship not on the line here, but a big opportunity for the Psycho Imperium if they can grab the dub. Ripping out the arm of Omega. We know what Luger working towards, that cross arm bar of his. Grabs it with the Cobra Clutch Slam into the pin. Is it a dub for Click? No, it is not, at least not yet. Suplex by Luger. Slate tries to follow it up. Hunter Quinn with a kick to the top of the head. Bob Luger, meanwhile, with the Cody Allen Cyclone. No! At the last second, Omega able to escape. Domination, finishing with some big-time knees to the chest, but Slate from behind. And the OG Dirty Heel with a Liger Bomb. Into the pin, broken up instantaneously by Hunter Quinn, who looks for that patented release Tiger Bomb of his. Into the pin. 1, 2. Unable to keep Slate down for the 3 count as we see at ringside. Josh Omega keeping the pressure on Bob Luger back in the ring. Hunter Quinn's not done with Slate. Psycho Gorilla. 1, 2. But it's still isn't enough to keep Slate down. Hunter Quinn saying no mind to the top rope. Body splash. Again, another pinfall attempt. One. That's all he's going to get. Discus forearm smash by Omega. Lays out Bob Luger. Kicked out at 2.5. As Hunter Quinn getting a little bit hungry. Taking a big old bite out of Slate's finger. As in the background, Josh Omega looking for a T. Whoa, counters! Luger escapes. Cross armbar! Cross armbar! Cross armbar locked in! Escapes the TKO. Here comes Hunter Quinn to break it up before Josh Omega taps. And I believe he might have just been a second away from doing so. What the hell is the Psycho Imperium doing here? Double axe handle and a knee break combination by the Psycho Imperium. As now, Quinn, oh my God! An Indian Deathlock applied. Indian Deathlock. Trying to shatter the knees of Luger, but the work ethic Titan able to fight his way out of it. As we see Slate take to the top rope. Yeah. I think that's a good idea, old-timer. Maybe not a great strategy to try to take a risk like that. Especially with that last man standing match fast approaching. Psycho Imperium has cleared the ring. Josh Omega launching himself at Slate. Hunter Quinn not keen to throw caution to the wind like that himself. Just gonna do Luger in the good old-fashioned way. Here comes Xander Slate. Gonna meet up with Josh Omega, lures him back into the ring. Little does he know, Hunter Quinn back in the ring. Slate looking for the Liger Bomb again. This time to Quinn. Into the pin as Luger takes care of Omega. 1, 2. Picks out this Quinn to his feet with the quickness. Instantly thrown down with a big old power slam. Hunter Quinn. Oh! Slate trying for a suicide dive. Hunter Quinn with the wherewithal to get out of the way. Now grabbing Slate by the hair. Locks him in a modified crossface. Not false count anywhere though. However, the pressure on Xander Slate. Hunter Quinn trying to put him to sleep, maybe eliminate him in the equation here. Back into the ring, steps up to Luger, kicks in the midsection, hook to the jaw, sets him up for a Psycho Driller! No help from Xander Slate here, Luger on his own. 1, 2, but able to kick out, and the frustration continuing to build. You can just tell. Limit is Hunter Quinn. Drag him over the ropes. Referee getting in the way, which is going to be a big help for Hunter Quinn, able to escape with some elbows to the midsection. Drop down. Massive back elbow by the Psycho Killers. We see Josh Omega pulling off a vertical suplex powerbomb into the final flash. Slate catching that work. Back in the ring though, Bob Luger with a shoulder breaker to Hunter Quinn. We're gonna get him up against the ropes. Snapmare. Luger to the outside. Back in with a stunner! A stunner from Luger! But Josh Omega out of the corner of his eye, seeing the pin, able to break it up. Retro elbow drop right across the face of Hunter Quinn. Jeez. Oh, meanwhile, Slate with the Kenka kick. No Omega able to get out of the way. Luthez press, right hands cracking the jaw of the OG Dirty Heel, busted open to someone. Luger all by himself, but able to fight back the Psycho Imperium. Not for long. TKO perhaps incoming. Luger escapes again. But before he can capitalize, Hunter Quinn running interference. Discus form smash to Slate, puts him down. Not for the count, but Hunter Quinn looking for another Omega driver. putting down Bob Luger. Uno, dos. No trace? No trace? Continuing to get more and more frustrated, understandably so. Hunter Quinn saying, Omega, get the hell out of the way. Barrage of clotheslines to Slate in the corner, throws him down. Bob Luger, meanwhile, trying to keep these fans on the side of Click, trying to thrive. On the Luger's locked in the crossarm bar again, and Omega tapping right before Hunter Quinn can make the save. Hunter Quinn didn't see it in time, and Click securing a dub here tonight. Hard-hitting, non-stop action here in this Tornado Tag Team matchup. Look at this stunner from Luger. Absolutely wild. Bob Luger, Xander Slate still standing here tonight, guys. But will Xander Slate be the last man standing this Sunday at Absolution? Or will it be Shea Hoxton? Well, my fine feathered friends, it is indeed main event time here on Octane episode 44. As for the first time since Ascendant 6, Josh Wolf and Chris Andrews are about to go one-on-one. Before, of course, they wage war this Sunday at Absolution. KYH versus Team Bloody Brit in War Games. And the advantage is what's at stake in this match. Kill Your Heroes, a movement Josh Wolf started a little over half a year ago that has grown into a serious powerhouse here in CMV, especially with the recent acquisition, I should say, of Peligro, the Anarchy champion. Wolf says that CMV management, Madison Wright, the higher-ups are trying to silence his voice, halt his movement by bringing back Chris Andrews at Deadly Games. Chris Andrews returning after 4 long years at Deadly Games, delivering some long-awaited revenge to Josh Wolf, and saying there's no conspiracy, there's no behind-the-scenes strings being pulled. Bloody Brit just wanted to pop Josh Wolf in the mouth. Made him wait a long time for it. There's a great many in that locker room, to be fair, who would love nothing more than to pop Josh Wolf in the mouth. That's why Bloody Brit has had no trouble finding allies to wage this war against Kill Your Heroes. We did see hashtag KYH sweep earlier this week on Shockwave. Harvey Hastings and James Wolf defeated the Cousins of Chaos in Tornado Tag Team action, while Peligro retained his Anarchy Championship against Jason's Fate. What a matchup between those two. They're still recovering. But the advantage is what's on the line here tonight, guys. Wolf and Britt looking to gain their team the upper hand going into War Games this Sunday, as Britt runs Wolf down. First time since Ascendance 6, where these two fought in an Iron Man match over the Alpha World Championship. Kick to the side of the head by Wolf, keeping Britt down. Long time coming. Harvey Hastings and James Wolf in the corner of Josh Wolf, but Bloody Britt seems to be on his own here tonight. Jason Spade, understandable. He's probably still laid up in a hospital bed recovering as much as he can before Absolution. Kick to the gut, caught by Josh, gonna spin him around, tries for a right hook, coming up a little bit short. Here comes James, as Britt looks to unleash the trio of power bombs. Vintage Bloody Britt. Wolf gonna throw him back into the ring, give him a couple of seconds to shake that off. Britt gonna mock him meanwhile. Britt was more than ready to take on all of KYH by himself, telling Josh Wolf a few weeks ago, bring anyone, bring everyone. You're not gonna see me back it down. I'm back in CMV and I ain't going nowhere. But Josh Wolf has made so many enemies over the last few months in particular. Like I've said, it hasn't been hard at all for Chris Andrews to gather allies. He's like Madison Wright said, there's no conspiracy, Wolf. People just don't like you. Is that so hard to recognize? Wolf taken out of the corner and into a flapjack with a kick up. Bloody Britt moving here. Let's not forget, Bloody Britt will be pulling double duty this Sunday at Absolution, because not only does he lead his team into war against KYH, but he's also going to be in the King of the Hill match with this. Wolf rolling the ringside between Harvey and James, almost daring Britt to try something. Britt gonna flip me off. What did I do? It's just because a guy puts his money on KYH, $500,000. You got to go and do him like that. Unbelievable. Pinfall attempt by Wolf. It's only a 1 count. Wolf's been busted open. Nasty cut. Half his face already covered in blood. There's a DDT, though. Irish whip off the ropes. Big old leaping knee. Wolf not going to stop there. Keeps the pressure on. Forearm smash. Spinning soul kick. Taking Britt down to his knees. Serious whiplash off that kick. Will it be a clean sweep? KYH picking up all the momentum going into War Games this Sunday at Absolution. Drops in the pin, does Wolf to earn the advantage for his team. Side control, closed fists by Wolf. Trying to bust Britt open. A little bit of tit for tat. Britt tries to look for refuge at ringside. Can't find it though. Wolf stand on top of him. Like a monkey on a cupcake. Once again, James Wolf thinking about getting involved, but the referee watchful. Keeping her eyes wide open here as Britt hammers away at Wolf. Tosses him back into the ring. To his feet. Britt going right for that spinning power slam of his. Hooks the leg. James can't watch as he knows his brother's in big trouble. But kicks out at 2.999. As close gets, and now Harvey Hastings calling the attention of the bloody Britt. Wolf trying to take advantage. It looks like Britt knew all along what was up. He ain't no rookie. He ain't about to be punked out. Kick to the gut. Oh, we've seen this before. DDT. Into the pin. 1, 2. 2.5. Josh Wolf looking back, but not taking his finger off the trigger as he drills Britt into the canvas with the vertebraker. 1, 2. Still unable to put Britt down. You saw Wolf a sliver, a millisecond of hesitation, but then remembering exactly who he's in the ring with, a man he shared many battles with. It a long time since they last went one-on-one. Those things you just don't forget. Forearm smash to the side of Britt's head, in full control right now as Wolf doesn't last long. Big old NZ lariat. Again, Harvey Hastings making his presence felt. This time, Wolf able to capitalize off the distraction, dropping Britt chest first on the top rope, and now to the top. Wolf, not a man you're going to see flying very frequently. Corkscrew, moonsault. Britt has no choice but to roll to safety. How safe is he going to be, though? Out on the apron, Wolf circling him, hunting down his prey. Big old spinning side slam. Bloody Britt. Bad shape right now. Perhaps the most vulnerable we've seen him since his return. Gouges the eyes of this Wolf, looking for a cheap victory. But a victory. A victory that would give KYX the advantage in War Games this Sunday. To the outside, Britt rolls and look at Wolf with the thumbs down. And he never should have come back, Britt. This is my house now. Dropped it to the side of the head off the Tanahashi clothesline. Numerous stomps to the chest. Wolf just absolutely ripping Andrews apart right now. Grabs him by the arm, takes him down, but there's still fight left in the Britt. The Britt fights out of it. Still on his own 2 feet. Revenge! 1, 2. But Josh Wolf, with not a millisecond to spare, kicking out Britt though, going right after that open wound, and another bout of revenge. Wolf counters into a power slam, hooks the leg. 1. Only a 1 count. Wolf not having it. Kick to the gut, caught though by Britt. You, brother! Turns him around, double axe handle. Wolf on spaghetti legs, but gets to his feet. From the fireman's carry position, breaks free. Tries for an elbow, countered. Cheeky jab. Irish whip now sends him into the ropes. Goes low on the rebound. Britt able to stay out of the way. Capture suplex, yeeting Wolf overhead. Almost out of the ring there. And another spinning power slam. 1, 2. What is it gonna take? Wolf to the outside. I wouldn't be surprised if he has no idea where he is right about now. Here comes Harvey Hastings, wanting to get involved, but remembering what's on the line. Can't risk the disqualification. Otherwise, they'll be handing the advantage to Team Bloody Britt on a silver platter. Throws Wolf back into the ring. Blood covering half of his face. Just goes for the Britt. Desperate at this point. Hoping it'll be enough, but no such luck. And now James Wolf up on an apron. Quick to capitalize with a super kick to the back of the head. Followed up by a back super kick. Britt escapes. Wolf fighting back. And now Britt busted open. Going after that head. Trying to crack open his skull. This is a taste of what we're going to get this Sunday, when KYH and Team Bloody Britt wage war. Now Britt trapped in the corner, and Wolf more than happy to bend the rules a bit. Choking him out, peddling Meteora, strutting his stuff. A confident Josh Wolf, and confident for a reason. He's got Bloody Britt dead to rights right here. A second Verta breaker. And the advantage goes to KYH. 1, 2, 3. Josh Wolf has beaten the Bloody Britt. And what was essentially a 1-on-3 handicap match. Josh Wolf securing KYH the advantage in War Games this Sunday. But the odds will be evened this Sunday in War Games. Can KYH send Bloody Britt out of CMV?